Alright, hello everyone. Today we're doing another run. Maybe. Depends on how this goes. This is a horribly stupid idea, but there's two new reskins. One is of the Biohazard, which is just a terrible weapon after the Gunner update, and the other's of the Venom Veiler, which is good, but not in solo. Naturally, what we're going to have to do is bring both of those into a solo and try to clear a Shadow Lair with it, because who would we be if we didn't, right? So this is mostly going to be a Catalyzer only Ice Queen run. There's also the Venom Veiler if I ever choose to use it. I don't know if I will. I'll show you what it looks like right now just in case. Because maybe I'll never place it. Who knows? No special effects on that one. The Pollinator, on the other hand, the Biohazard reskin, is amazing. It sounds very squishy. It looks neat. Quality reskin. On a bad weapon, sadly. Now the Biohazard actually used to be really good, but then they nerfed it to Oblivion. We'll get into that one a bit later. For this run, I'm going to be bringing one piece of Black Cat to mitigate the freeze that's lost on this Chaos Cloak. A Chaos Cloak because charge time. Exalted Honor Guard because I don't really have a better piercing shield than my Aegis. And then a charge time and attack speed module. So with these, I get max charge time, but I only get very high attack speed on the Pollinator and medium on the others, which is really bad. Oh, I guess I get high on the Bio. I forgot this has attack speed though. But yes, it's a horrible setup. As far as Battle Sprite goes, I need the movement speed because these weapons already lock you in place. The biggest problem with the Catalyzers, especially in solo, is that you have to stand still to actually proc the shots. So you stack up all your shots and then you have to charge attack. But you're completely vulnerable in that time, which is just horrible unless there's a huge benefit. And for some weapon types, like the auto guns, Blitz Needle's the biggest example, you do get that big benefit. Maybe you do thousands of burst damage in an instant. Or with the Winter Grave, you just tear through a horde of enemies because it AoEs them all down with over 1,000 damage each. It's amazing. This is not so much. You have to set up the shots, which takes a very long time, and then the charge shot itself doesn't actually have that much of a reward attached to it. You do more by just kiting with a different gun. But yes, we're going to use it anyways because why not? And this is going to take some getting used to on my part, because I haven't practiced with this. The attack speed is just bad. We'll see how I do. I don't think I'll do very well. Now on top of that, Catalyzers only in any run is just stupid, but in a Shadow Lair, it's more than a little bit stupid. It's just not a good idea. Don't do this. The run will not go well. Of course, the goal for this run is going to have to be getting a Vita early on. My last time I recorded an Ice Queen, I actually didn't get a Vita the entire run, which is just unheard of. I've done hundreds of Shadow Lairs. That's the only time that's ever happened in it. It just happened to be when I was recording something. Also, mostly using the charge attacks. The normal attacks are only really useful if you're going to get past a damage threshold. For example, I need at least one normal attack on this to kill it with 2 charges. The other reason is that it AoEs things. So, for example, in this cube, I can kill multiple at once. Useful-ish. Now this doesn't even one-shot the cubes, which is just kind of pathetic. Okay, I need to stack up a shot first, and then it's dead. Oh wait, it's not dead. Maybe it has to get poisoned by the first one to die to that. That's entirely possible. I haven't tested the damages or anything. I'm pretty sure this interrupts these. Hopefully, yes it does. Okay, good. And we'll just stop the minis from spawning now, and get on with it. I believe this gate closes when this arena starts, so I'm not going to bother killing those minis. Yes. Yeah, this is going to be a huge problem. Again, with the Biohazard, it got really badly nerfed, and I don't think they were actually intending to nerf it, but they had made it so that the normal shots used to be the ones that dealt damage and procced the orbiters. And then the charge shots were the ones that set the orbits in the first place. So you could move around and deal damage. I'm pretty sure I was dodging there, but maybe I lagged. Yes, you can move and deal damage, or you could stand still and get the charge shot off if you wanted that AoE. Now you don't have the choice. You have to stand still no matter what, which is not good on guns. The gun has to be exceptionally powerful to make up for that, and this is not. That was bad, I thought I was out of that. I think I would die if I don't pop a pill here, so I'm actually going to. Not a good start. I know there's a pill down here, but I'm only at 2 pills now. I also can't spend too much time trying to kill the Lichens, only if it's potentially free damage. I didn't see that shot. Crap. But yes, you can see what I mean about the downsides of having to stand still, because getting a clear shot off when there's a ton of enemies is very difficult. I'd pretty much have to reposition the enemies, which is not always doable with legends. Okay, got a little damage there. And if I tried to use the bomb, it wouldn't accomplish much at all, so I'm not even gonna bother here. Fortunately, I did get the timing on that trap correctly, otherwise I would have taken a hit. I don't think the minis respawn either, so if I can kill those, it's to my advantage. They'll also block shots, which is horribly annoying on the catalyzers in particular, because anything that gets in the way significantly decreases your damage output. Right here I might have to invis, because my shield's about to break. I want to get this pill, and I don't want all of the legends to be aggroed. Unfortunately, the legends have a huge aggro range. It's not like most enemies where they have a certain direction that they're facing. They'll see you from any direction for a fairly large distance, so I can't just lose the aggro on them. At least not easily. Like, you'll see this one even re-aggroed quite quickly, but these ones will start to aggro as well, even though I'm behind something. It's very unfortunate. I'm surprised that didn't hit my shield. I thought it was going to. Okay. What I can do is... Oh no, I got hit by that. I have to pop a remedy. Thought I was just barely out of that, but apparently not the case. So I can try to stack up an enemy now. Because there's so many to AoE, it might actually be worthwhile. Oh my goodness, the attack speed is just horrible. I knew that going in, but it's worse than expected. Oh boy. Okay, who am I kidding? I'll pop another pill. Play it safe, because this run's already difficult enough. I'll be very surprised if I can make it through this without dying. I don't think it'll happen. Okay, there's still the big slime I need to take care of. But I want to get rid of the little guys first. Darn, didn't accomplish that at all, did I? And that's not good. Okay, we'll pop invis. Maybe I'll pop a barrier to kill this off without having to do anything too significant to it. Okay. Now you can flash charge the catalyzers, but it's not too useful. I might have to use another pill, but this thing is guaranteed a heart drop, so maybe I can play it risky. This is really stupid, by the way. Oh, there's more waves? What? I thought because the gate opened it meant that the waves were done at least. This is not good. And I did not mean to swap to the bomb there, okay. If I can kill this one, it might kill the blue one too. Yes, it did. Okay, I'll have to learn how many stacks it takes to kill each one as well. I'm not sure if they're actual HPs, so... Let's see. Also, both of my weapons have the same damage bonus, it's just that the Pollinator has higher attack speed. So I have to play it slightly different when I'm swapping, or else I'll get 3 shots off like that and have to reload. Which puts me at even more of a disadvantage considering how slow this loadout already is. Darn. Lagged a little bit there, thought I could get through, but no, not the case. Good, good. I just have to finish this wave so I can kill off these legends. The mini slimes are also important enough to kill, as said earlier, so I'm doing that. I think it's one more hit now to kill us. Should be able to line it up properly. There we go. And I took a hit there. Okay. The legends are no longer respawning, so I think I can do that safely, yes. We're gonna scrounge around for the hearts. I know there's at least 2. If there's more, I don't have to pill. There aren't. Crap. Okay, I don't... Is 14% within the threshold? I feel like it's not. I think it's somewhere between 15 and 20% is what you need. So I'll pill. That's just not a good start at all. Although it's about what is expected considering the difficulty of this, but still. Not a good start. And yes, please don't try this at home. Now, I guess I might as well pop this here. It's gonna be legend spawning in. I don't know if I'll be able to make use of the poison. Part of the reason why this is so useless in this particular loadout is that it's not like I even deal damage while they're poisoned. I mean, I guess with the hexing haze here, they'll take some damage. Ooh, spooky, right? but that's about it. I think I can kill that. Yes, okay, that's risky but worth it. Definitely. And again, worth it. Now these minis are quite the problem. If I can manage to pick some off with the AoE, that'd be wonderful. If not, well, we'll make our best effort. Got hit by a thing because I'm bad, but that's quite alright. Good, got a heart at least. Now, I do get frozen quite often. One of the disadvantages to having to run Chaos for the charge time is that I actually get frozen by the blue cubes after they die. It does not happen if you're running 2 Black Cat pieces. You have enough freeze resist that the late freeze field things don't usually freeze you. With this, if I walk into them, it's a gamble. Sometimes I'll get frozen, sometimes I won't, who knows. But getting frozen is quite a big deal. So, just another one of the risks that this run has. Interrupt that so I can kill it. And then this will die in one more hit. There we go. Now these things are no longer respawning, so I should definitely kill them off. Also, as a side note, a Seraphix actually would have made this run easier than a Masquerade, because I'm not really going for burst damage and the stealth isn't as useful here. But who am I to use a Seraphix? Alright. Still 2 remedies, which is not bad. The only problem is this 1 health peel here and the no Vitapod. One of those would be really handy, and I hope I don't go an entire run without seeing it. So I believe the legend spawns here, so we're gonna do this. And it does. Do I shield that in time? Yes, okay. Well, that's a good start. That's a really good start, actually. This thing might not die to that. It did not. Please be poisoned. Okay. Now, I'll probably have to neutralize that butterfly. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness, the shield has just enough defense. I thought I was going to also take damage. I think I lined that up properly. I did not. That's so bad. Oh no. I was trying to knock it away from me with the orbitals, but apparently the shot went off too slowly and they orbited towards me. The knockback on this weapon is determined on where the orbiters actually are at any given time. So like here, it'll knock it up, because most of them are at the bottom. Oh, thank goodness, I can pill again. I'm not risking it being 15 and not 20. If I didn't have the health threshold and just kind of died instantly, it'd be a waste of more. So, let's see. This one should be easy enough to pick off. I think that kills it. Yeah. And since I learned my lesson from last time, this will kill it. Yes. It's somewhere between 6 and 8 shots for the blue cubes. Not sure exactly how many, but it's in that range. So this should kill it. Never mind, I missed. I think this kills it. Yeah, okay. And there goes my shield again. I'm gonna pop the invis because I don't want to die. Is it worth using a barrier here? I think it actually is. I won't have to deal with all of the blue cube and the lumber. Now one of the problems is that mini slimes are immune to barriers. I don't know why, but they are. Which is very annoying, considering that's actually a useful part of my kit right now. One of the benefits to taking the mask over the Seraphix is that when I do pop stealth, I can actually just get damage off with the barriers too. But not on all enemy types. Okay, is that positioned properly? Apparently not. I was hoping I could kill all of them at once, but I mistimed the orbits. Still have to get used to these because I haven't used Catalyzers since they got nerfed, basically. Other than I think of Vanna Run. Actually, I might as well not bother with the minerals. Okay, we're basically at full health. I don't remember where the legends spawn. I think it's up here first and then here second. Yeah, it's up here. Now these little merging slimes, they respawn and they're also extremely annoying with the catalyzers because every time they merge, they lose all of their stacks. So what that means is if I try to stack onto one and another one spawns in and they merge together, it's been a waste of time. Don't want that to be happening a lot, so I'm just gonna try to avoid stacking onto them because I can't kill them fast enough. And one more at a hit should be good. On the other hand, these blue cubes are safe targets. Oh, thank goodness, it's a Vitapod. It's not a repeat of that other run. I would definitely die many times with those Vitapods. Okay. Gotta get away from that. Oh, what? Wait, what froze me? I'm not in the field, right? Did I get hit by something and not notice? Apparently. Okay. I have enough barriers that I'm gonna do this. So, we'll get each one down low enough. Didn't quite have the time, but I can kill that one. Oh, it actually died from the flash charge hit. It's hilarious. I think this kills it. Yeah. Oh, this thing's almost dead anyways. There we go. This might kill it? Does, apparently. And this... What? Wait, it's still attacked? Crap, I didn't even see the startup. I'm apparently not noticing a lot of things. But... Okay, do I stick with the biohazard or do I go for the neutralizer to kill the Silkwing off? I have to kill the Silkwing at some point in this, before all the spawners disable. So I think I'm actually going to go for neutralizer, even though it's less damage, and just try to burst them down. I also only have one neutralizer and the attack speed is non-existent, no UVs on it. So I hope this is good enough, because if it's not, it's not. Crap. Well, that's quite the pain, isn't it? I don't want to waste all my barriers just yet, but it's looking like a really good option right about now. I think I should, actually. Can always pick up another barrier, I suppose. They're fairly common. Oh crap, what? I wasn't in dash? Or if I was, maybe I lagged, I'm not really sure there. Or it hit me in the first quarter of the dash, which would be very unfortunate. That's probably the most likely thing. Okay. Now, these things are blocking my shots, which is, of course, never good, but finally get some hits off on the lumbers. Doesn't matter if they die instantly or not, what matters is that I get some damage on while I get the chance. Darn, this thing just keeps blocking shots. Oh, thank goodness it actually died. Okay, this one's gonna get knocked up a little. Yeah. Gives me some breathing room so I can hit these. I think I need at least 8 hits. Yeah. Good. What are you saying? No, the mini slimes spawned where I was, so I couldn't walk forwards to dodge the ice bar. That is very sad. Oh no. Okay. Glad I didn't have to remedy because that other slime was attacking me there. Now then, how do I even approach this? I have one more barrier, but I don't have a ton of time, and I wanted to move down here. I think I'm going to start with the blue slimes, because they crowd things up a little bit and I can burst them. You also notice the regular slimes are becoming quite the problem because they just keep spawning. Okay, that get poisoned? Yeah, good. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll pop the pill. It's a very crowded arena here. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good, that's not good. Oh my gosh. Please get out of my way, thank you. Okay. What is the best option here? I want to kill off individual enemies, but I'm not really getting much of a chance because I have to stand still to attack. Which is just, by the way, terrible if I haven't expressed this enough. The Catalyzers are such bad weapons. Obviously you wouldn't use them as your primary, but in almost no situation are these better than just bursting down an enemy with a kiting gun, which lets you play it safer. Or with something like a needle. Or a Magnus, which do more damage. They're just bad weapons. Also, if you're playing in a party, which is where these are slightly more useful, your party members can still just kind of kill the enemy that has the tag on them. And that happens quite often too, because why would they leave it alive and wait when you could just kill the enemy instantly? There's no real benefit to it. So you end up losing even more damage by setting up stacks, and then having the enemy get knocked around. Now if you're playing with a highly coordinated party, that's less of an issue, but then you still have the problem of why would I use this over other weapons, and you wouldn't. Yeah. I don't... Yeah, okay. In this case, if it merges with another slime, because it's damaged, that's a good thing. Oh my god, are you serious? Stop blocking. Let me kill this Silkwing. Oh, thank you. And we're done. Sort of. I actually do want to kill... Oh no, hearts don't matter. So the only thing this could drop would be a pill, which is actually useful, so... Never mind. We're gonna do it anyways. I don't care if this is suboptimal. This whole run is suboptimal. Please don't hit me, thank you. And I think one more round, yes. Okay, didn't get it. But that's okay. Now there's another barrier here. It is unfortunately a freeze one, which doesn't have the added status effect, but it's still better than a vial. What? Wait, what? That shouldn't have been up. That... What? There's no way that that was enough notice, so I definitely am lagging. Which is not what you want to see on a run like this. Now of course it doesn't actually matter too much other than losing the remedy, because I heal up to the emergency revive, but... That's a really bad sign. Because even though my connection bars look good, turning on this recording software sometimes kills the computer, and it seems like it's happened in this case. Now then, this arena, if you could even call it that, is quite a bit easier. Ideally, I'll use this to fill up whatever hearts that I don't have back from the emergency revive, and also try to get some pills or remedies set up in here. There's no real way to intentionally get the pill, but just kill things and hope that I get one by playing it a bit safe. Might as well break the blocks there. Okay. Gonna loop back just so I can kill this without any worry. And hopefully start stacking these up. Take the lumber with us. Just because. One more should do it. There we are. I wonder if the attack orb is enough to kill us in 2 hits. It is. That's good to know. Now I just need attack orbs all the time. We'll just keep stacking this guy up. He doesn't seem to mind too much. And I don't want to risk knocking lumbers all over the place. You know. Plus it's kind of fun to just stack something. If we're using catalyzers anyways. Might as well be able to do that. So I believe 6 was enough, yes. Oh, did I miss a shot? That's too bad. We'll come back for you. There we go. Nice, we got the pill. That is the main hope here, is that pill right there. If this Silkwing is kind enough, we might just be able to stack it up and kill it. I think this is enough. Oh, I didn't hit the main shot itself. I think I would have been. I had to not miss that. It's quite alright though, doesn't set us back. And another pill is excellent. Do the same thing, we'll just stack up a lumber because why not? I also just realized I was playing around in the freeze zone because I'm so used to Black Cat. That was a bad idea because with Chaos I actually could have been frozen there. Now if I want to kill these all at once, I need more than 6. 6 is just because the main shot itself deals damage. So I believe that this should be good instead. Yes, it is. Wow, 3 pills. That is really lucky. And much appreciated. And a remedy, holy cow. Well, thank you, game. Seems Zion. Looking good after all. Now we can loop back and grab the statue. And all is good. That was a really good start to this floor, though. That was very lucky and put us back in a good spot. There's not really a point to vial over barrier here, just because of how useful the barriers actually are, especially when there's silkwings involved. So we're just gonna back off for now. Keep what we have. As far as room order, what order would be best? I'm actually pretty healthy, so it doesn't matter too much. If I was a bit lower, I'd probably go for the easiest ones first. But that's not a requirement now. If anything, it might actually be better to start with the hard ones. Just because if hearts drop, then that's fine. We can actually make use of them, probably. Whereas if we do the easy one, we're not likely to get hit. The hearts are all wasted. I guess it depends on how confident I am. Because if I did the easiest rooms first, there's a chance they drop extra pills that I could use afterwards. If I get hit too much in the hard rooms. If I do the hard rooms first, that's not the option, but then pills are not wasted. That was the bomb. Whoops. Okay, this should just die to a charge. Just screwed up the timing a bit there, then knocked it towards me. Very rusty with these, but that's quite alright. Now that one was a bit better. Knocking it away to where there's more room to move is always good, even if unnecessary there. So, let's say we want to start with a harder one. We'll do this one. I can't skip it because I don't have mixers. As tempting as it is to just try to charge attack this through the wall, I don't think that works. Unfortunate. So yes, normally this arena is not too bad, but with the Catalyzers I feel like it'd be quite difficult. Because when you're confined to this middle area, that's not a lot of room to move around and try to charge up. So, I'm more likely to get here. What am I even saying? To get hit here than I am at other places. As seems to be the trend whenever I try to record a video, I fail to speak English for a little while. Good start. This top left area is my saving grace for now, but if the next wave starts, it won't be for too long. Because I think more of the legends spawn, and I think a lumber actually spawns up there too. Alright. I might as well let these all merge together first. I'll also actually start tagging up the lumber. See how much damage this does. Is that enough? It's not enough. So this needs one more charge, I think. Yeah, okay. Now if I let this merge with other ones, it would guaranteed drop a heart, but I'm not hurt enough for it to really matter too much. Just gonna hope that this poisons it, because I'm not sure. Yeah. Now once they go close to the Silkwing, I proc it, and then it does some extra damage. Good. And we got a pill. Real good. I'll have to remember that it's here, because you can't actually see it. It's buried in that snow pile, but there is a pill there. Excellent. That's that one done. Yeah, not too much problems bombs there. I'm gonna save the pill there in case I can come back for it after, because this run is so difficult that I'll probably get hit quite a few times. And I'm not sure if it looks difficult. It might not, just because it's simple enough, I guess. But trying to position to where I won't get hit if I spam charge attacks, or even if I want to use just one charge attack, is way easier said than done. Okay, now if I hit this one... Darn, I was hoping at least one of the orbitals would hit this so I'd kill it one faster. You know what, we'll get the bombs some action. Boom. One bomb kill. It's probably going to be the only one that whole run. Now we have plenty of pills, which is awesome. Just what you want to see. This arena is also going to be a bit of a challenge. There's a lot of mini-cubes, and as you can tell, the mini-cubes are actually very annoying with the catalyzers, because they block. So what I'm going to do is stack this one, and then try to charge attack it. If I don't get the charge attack, whatever. But if I do like that, you see it kills a lot of the green minis, just because they don't have much max health. Oh crap! Damn, I walked back into that. That was just poor play. Now these little spawners here, more of them appear as you kill the enemies and press the buttons. If you don't press the buttons, more spawners won't generate. So I'm only pressing the buttons at the very end because I don't want a bunch of minis. Unless of course I have to step on the button to dodge something and then whatever. That hit me. That's too bad. I've been timing things very badly this run. Make it work. Now I can also pretty safely use a pill here because I'm so low, there's 3 extra pills. Should be fine. Yeah. We'll do it this time, I won't get too greedy. Oh darn, that mini one turned into the way? That's too bad. I thought I was going to kill that legend there for sure. Didn't end up mattering too much since I managed to dodge the attack afterwards. Could've. 2 more switch areas to go though. We're getting there. Darn. I almost don't want to actually hit the enemy with the main shot, just because if this connects with any of the orbits, it explodes them without killing the enemy itself. And then the shot keeps going on to new... Or it continues through, I should say. Whereas if it hits the enemy, the shot disappears. So, sometimes you just want your shots to graze the enemies so that it pops their orbits, but doesn't kill them. And then it can hit multiple orbits. That was bad. I should have seen that coming. I don't know if this kills. I don't think it does, actually. Now it will if I hit this. Okay. Now I can hit the switches. These do spawn a few enemies. I don't remember what type. But they do spawn. I think one's up here or something. So I'm going to hit the top switch last. I'm going to hit it by charging. Oh, okay. It's a lumber. Now, without the minis being too much of a hindrance, I'm just going to kill this lumber. I think that kills it. Didn't? Darn. Must be pretty low. Oh, it's super low. Okay. And we're done, finally. That was quite the long arena. But as expected, it was a bit of a problem. Now I used 2 pills. I could use 1 more. I think I actually probably should. So yes, let's do that. I'll go and collect the top right one. I just don't want to play too stupidly when it's already made difficult enough. And now we'll use this. Okay. Easiest arena is the bottom left, for sure. There's no more pills left in the middle and I'm missing a little bit of health. I'm gonna do the bottom left one. Just because I think the top left could pose a problem. Should have done that the other way around. I should have bashed the left, or the right side one instead of the left. Just so I wouldn't have to go through this wave of enemies, but I guess it didn't matter in the end. Still something to keep in mind for next time, if there is a next time. Alright, smooth sailing from here, because once you pick up the key, it despawns all the spawner panels, and that makes this so much easier. Now I can just snipe down whatever I want at first, and then deal with the west afterwards. That one must be really low again. Not actually too low. Maybe it would have taken 2 more charges then. To try and keep that in mind for when more lumber spawn in. Alright, and 1 more charge attack will kill that one. And now it's easy peasy. I might as well stack this thing up and kill all the minis while I'm at it, instead of having to charge a bunch of times. Good, good. Do I have range on that? I don't think so. Watch out. Then we'll aggro it real quick. And boom. Oh, it didn't actually die. It almost died, but not quite. The bottom parts, I got a pill. Do I want to even go here? I suppose I should, just because I'm not at full health and I could find an extra pill or something. Or I could find more barriers. That'd be nice. So here we are anyways. Just in case. This is probably overkill, but with a run this difficult, I think that's fine to do. I'd rather play it overkill than just die. Interrupts it, and it's dead. Okay. Well, that's that side cleared. Now all that's left is the top left. This thing is going to be a bit of a problem as well, largely because the top left area has a lot of respawning enemies and confined spaces. Not a good combination. I think it'll be about as difficult as the top right, maybe even a bit harder in retrospect. Gotta clear these out just so I have a bit more room. And here we go. So purples respawn, blues do not in this particular arena. It's also a bad position, so I'm just gonna interrupt that cube as much as I'd love to have hit the lichen there. I also didn't see that there was a spike underneath me there. Too bad. If I'd noticed that, I could have dodged some damage. That is the bomb. That's not the pollinator, that's the bomb. I know they're both flowers, but I shouldn't be making that mistake so often. Alright. Now there's going to be more lichens that need to die. And I think it does because I have the buff. Yes. I walked into a bomb. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me today? Remember, don't walk into bombs if you value your life. I'm told it's a bad thing to do. 2 shots will kill this. Might have been a bit greedy there. If I'd actually been hit by that, it would have been entirely my fault. Another good thing is that the lag has notably gone down. My commands are actually getting input about when I press them. It's not perfect, but compared to the previous floor, it's a lot better. And even compared to earlier this floor. So that's always welcome. Now then, we have a Silkwing, we've got a few options. One is to stack neutralizers like this, and the other is to pop a stealth, pop a barrier, and then try to kill it like that. I think the neutralizer's route is fine. Should die if I hit the stacks. Or not. Interesting. There we go. We're gonna bring out enemies just a few at a time. We don't want too many on our butts at any given moment. I say as the arena crowds with cubes. Alrighty. Oops. There we go. This time actually not standing in the bombs. Good job, me. I'm learning. I will just stack these guys up. Knocking it away because I can get some damage off. It should die to this now if I hit it directly. Should be just enough. Yes, good. I believe I got... Oh, I didn't hit a charge on this earlier. I must have missed. Dies to this, though. Okay. Now I just have to make sure I burst the lumber. I don't want it flying into my face. Or actually, I either burst it or I hit it after it attacks, but I think this kills it. So we're good. And that is all of the rooms. Now we get to claim our prize, as well as a little bit of a heart block. The hope is that it has a pill in it, and then I can just heal up to full. You can actually see the switch glowing through the bush here. Alright. Pill would be great. Whatever, it's fine. We're not missing that much health at all, so it should be all good. For obvious reason, these need to die first. I think we've seen enough in the run. And I screwed up. That's bad. I have to move down immediately. I can't afford to shield. I can't afford to do anything else because that lumber would have hit me. Now these guys do not respawn. Only the blue cubes seem to be. So, if I can actually get stacks off, or if they all merge, that'd be to my advantage. I'm not sure if this kills it. I don't know how much health they have. It does. Excellent. This might not kill it, but it might. It did. Okay, good. Lumber didn't get poisoned there, which is a bit of a shame. Perhaps we'll neutralize this instead. Okay, this time I got poisoned. I'm going to take advantage of that by killing it. In the face. Please get poisoned. Thank you. That's not what I meant to use, but I suppose it's fine. Because poisoning this thing is not actually a bad idea. This dies, yeah. Now this doesn't interrupt from the charge attack, so I have to be a bit more careful. Oh crud, the Mender's not what triggers the wave? I suppose we should still kill this thing. Should die to that, yep. Oh, what, that does trigger a wave as well. I've made a horrible mistake. Okay. Then let's play this safe. We'll kill off the Lichen, and then we'll start trying to cull some mini slimes. I am also going to pop Hexing Haze. Because this is one of the few arenas in the game where I think it's actually worthwhile. Alright. Well, it's good that we played that one safe. Managed to clear off quite a bit of danger, and now it should be easy enough. I suppose that goes without saying. It's kind of obvious that there's not much left. Matter's not quite dead. We'll fix that. And there's another wave. I thought that was the last wave. I've made mistakes that I cannot erase. The lumbers are a bit more of a problem. Did I just kill it with a 1 damage shot? I think I did. And they're a bit more of a problem because they pose a huge area that I can't walk into without danger. kill off the mini slimes systematically. Good. Should kill a mini, actually. I think so, anyways. Nice, I actually got the hit on that Silkwing too. So the Silkwings are 2 shots left each, I believe. Oh, it's 1 is 1 and then 1 is 3, okay. Then we can actually kill one off with a barrier. Just like so. Flash charge, because I don't know, I just really feel like it. Silkwing is going to die very shortly. Or it's going to get flung into the stratosphere and not die. Same thing, I'm sure. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Thankfully there was an enemy there to hit me, so... didn't stick me there. Darn, I walked back into that. It's poor play. Gonna pop a pill here. And I chose a bad time. Pop another pill. The penance for my mistakes. I have to just keep taking this slow, because there's so many instances where these guys will just shoot me. There's not much I can do about that. Other than try to find a time where they're not all shooting at once. I will pop a barrier and see if I can kill this Silkwing, because I did lower it a bit. Good. This thing might actually die too. That's actually very low. Good. Really good. Well now it's the hard part of the arena done. I'm pretty sure there's no more waves. That's been very long already. Of course I thought there were no more waves the last time too. And thought it would be easy too early. This should be enough. Okay. So this is what, 6 stacks or 4? I'm gonna go 6 just in case. And we're done. Thank goodness. Only 1 pill, which is too bad, but that's from my own mistakes. I just have nothing to blame but myself. It wasn't even lagging anymore. We'll hope that's enough. Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting. If Ice Queen works the same way that Jelly King does, then it actually loses stacks every time it absorbs a slime. And that's horrifying, because it means that Catalyzers are the single worst weapon to use here. If that's how that works. I think it probably is, too. I'm sure they're coded the same way. So you know how they summon a bunch of mini slimes, and as they collect them, they heal up? Yeah, those are going to be an annoyance. Thankfully they have actually 1 health. But if it ever eats one, I lose all my stacks, so I can't stack too much at a time. Okay, have to move a little bit. I also remember back when Jelly King was considered overpowered because it used to heal way too much. It healed an enormous amount, and the only way to kill it at the point in the game was to use poison. It was just a really silly requirement. It's actually the reason I crafted my Vile Striker in the first place. You needed a poison weapon in your party to kill the Jelly King, unless you had 5-star gear. Or even 4-star in general, but with the Vile Striker you didn't need a competent party, you could just poison it yourself. Then they nerfed it, and it became super easy. But for a while, it was feared. Unfortunately losing my stacks there because I let it get healed. I think this'll hit it. Good. I only had 1 stack left because it got healed again, but it's something. I'll take whatever I can get. I think this triggers the phase after this hit. Yep. Going to pop stealth. I actually want to save the pill if I can, because the unknown passage. Oh no! What? I thought I was well above the threshold there, I guess not. That is unfortunate. And it instantly changed phase. Yes, the unknown passage is going to be a problem too. I don't know if I have enough time to stack this actually. I should. Oh darn, it got intercepted by those minis spawning in front of me. I'll kill off this thing anyways. Then we'll just settle for this. It's the best I can get. Maybe I should be killing off the side things first. Make this a lot easier. Darn, it absorbed a jelly, so it lost the stacks. I'm going to actually have to do that, aren't I? Otherwise it's just going to keep healing and losing the stacks. And if I don't stack it, it doesn't get damaged enough. And it just heals it up. So here goes the slow way, and the way that you're supposed to do this boss fight, where you kill off these things one by one. Normally this boss is too much of a pushover, being by far the easiest Shadow Lair boss. But with this loadout, that is not the case. It becomes a nightmare. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Stop spawning things in front of you. I suppose I'll just keep interrupting it. Oh wait, they respawn now? I thought they didn't respawn. Are they supposed to? Interesting. Pretty certain, at least for a long time, they weren't respawning, unless it's just never taken this long to do the fight, which is entirely possible, considering this is a very easy fight with a very bad weapon. Just trying to kill off that thing before it heals it. Okay. Wow. Let's pop some mask quills into this thing, because how else am I going to damage it? There we go. Didn't need the invis anymore because I killed off some of the side hazards at least. Wow. If there was ever a time that I was going to die in Ice Queen, I wouldn't have expected it to be the boss, but maybe with this loadout, maybe. I probably should have started using quills earlier too. I thought I'd need the invis because the little side enemies could pose a problem. They never ended up spawning things on me right next to the corner, but if they had, maybe I would have needed it. I'm not actually 100% sure. Let's grab the little crowns behind these, because why not? Now the unknown passage. Do I do this with catalyzers or do I just treat myself? Because that was horrible. I think I'll stick with the catalyzers though. We'll go all in on this run. How will this even work with catalyzers? What's the best approach I could take? I'm not sure. The gremlins are going to be a problem. The slimes too, if they're attacking like that, I can't stop my charge to shield. And the slags, not too bad. Despite me not having an effective damage type for them, they're still slags. I hope that's enough. And it is. Even killed the wolver, which is good, because I was worried about those too. Seems like 4 charges. Yeah, that's too bad. And again, the Seraphynx would make way more sense than the Masquerade Rainbow now, but we're not using it because screw it. There's no good reason here, it's just, this is already a challenge run, we're not going to make it easier on ourselves. Please don't hit here, thank you. I place my life in the hands of RNG whenever there's too many slimes. I can't guarantee that I'll charge at a time where none are going to spin, because my charge attack time takes longer than their spin time, from start to end. If I hit that orbital, yeah good. The bottom slime dies off of that. Should die to this, and I missed. Wait, did that just do full damage to a slag? Oh no, it didn't. It hit the slime. Okay. Darn, that didn't work out as I'd hoped. Please die, thank you. This is like the slowest unknown passage arena 1 since I've had to use Tortofish. It's not quite as slow as the Tortofish, but it's up there. The Tortofish are something that I never want to do again, because it took forever. Well, while we're in this slow stretch, I might as well ask for some input. I've got a few ideas, and I don't know if any of them are any good or worth watching at all. One of them is that I could go over 3 years ago now, we did this Vanaduke speedrun, where we got the world record on the boss fight of a 52-second clear, which is just insane, right? And the thing is, no one has actually beaten that. The closest record anyone else has gotten is within 2 seconds of us, which is a large margin for a speedrun, especially one that has to be that tight. So I could go over what the techniques we use to kill Vanna that fast are and how it could actually be improved on. I'm not sure if anyone's interested in that. Another one I could do is a gun tier list. I don't think anyone's made an updated gun tier list, or at least I haven't seen a good one. So that is an option as well. Some of them are going to be obvious, like Mixmaster's at the top. Surprise, surprise, so is Blitz. Some I think are going to be less so. If you're interested in that, I could do that as well. And that one takes a fair bit less effort than most videos. So it should come out reasonably faster. If you want it, if not, then whatever. Otherwise, I'm not too sure, I suppose. What did I have? I had some run that I'd recorded and just never got around to editing it. I don't remember what it was now. It's been too long. Maybe one day I'll remember. But yes, those are the main ideas that I've got right now. Of course, I could always do something like more Gungeon. Those weren't too well received. I mean, people watched it, people liked it, but not as... I don't know. I didn't enjoy watching them myself that much, and I feel like that's not a good indicator. Or not a good sign, at least. It's probably a good indicator. But if I'm completely mistaken and other people enjoyed them, then I can always go for it. But yes, Gungeon's one of those games where once you play it enough, it gets really easy. And it seemed fairly easy to start with, but then they made a turbo mode that doubled the game speed, and that was really fun for a while. And now that just kind of feels like the default mode, and the game is easy again. They also released this rat boss thing, and that was not actually that difficult, but fun addition to the game. And they released a hard mode final boss, which is also surprisingly easy. So that's why I'm not really sure what I would even do on Gungeon. I mean, I guess I could play some runs, or if there's particularly interesting runs, I could show those, but otherwise, I'm at a loss. Also, interesting little side note, some of you will have noticed it already. If you put a Catalyzer shot on an enemy that's inside of the Swarm Seed, the Orbiter disappears. I'll show you real quick with this Wolver. Stack some shots on, nothing stacks. They can walk into it, and it won't disappear, but if you try to stack them while it's on it, shots are just gone. They never stack. Don't know why that is. I'm not sure if that's intended, I don't think it is. Could be a little benefit of the defense buff, but I really don't. Alright. I say that and then immediately try to stack a slime that's on a Swarm Seed. Good job, man. Alright. Well, just think. There's still up to 15 enemies to go, at least 10 more. That should die, yeah. So this might take a while. Oh, this thing just kind of dies. Might as well do that. Nice! The Wolver actually dashed in just in time to die. This also dies in one more hit, if I can hit it. Which I can. I got hit by a slime. That's too bad. Thought I'd avoided that. I was wrong. That didn't kill it, because it got the defense buff. I'm playing a bit too reckless here now, considering what I'm using. I should not be doing that. So, see, this is what I thought I had at the boss. Did I not have 21? Because I thought anytime you're over 20%, you're just guaranteed to live. I thought it was somewhere in 15 to 20, but maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I didn't have as much health as I thought I did. Still, it was weird to me that I died there. I might get hit here. Okay, I didn't. By some miracle. Oh my goodness, it's so slow. I should have just let myself use mixers or something. This would be way more exciting. Or even alchemers. Those are always fun. Instead, here we are, toiling away. One shot at a time. Or really 4 shots at a time, because that's how many it seems to take to kill one of these things. It'll put some quills in there, make things interesting. I won't have invis for a while. That accomplished nothing. I regret all of it. And I can't even stack. Oh wait, that one actually... Oh, it's because it didn't have the defense up. Never mind. It just wasn't properly getting the buff. Oh, we're almost there. I think it's just a couple more enemies, and then we're done. At least the gremlins get knocked back if nothing else does. Oh crap. I'm actually not looking too good here. Please die. You might be my last enemy, and if you are, I'd really appreciate it if you could die. And it was, thank goodness. Alright, we're out of there, with catalyzers for whatever reason. What a terrible run idea. I saw the reskins and I thought I should do a catalyzer run, that'll be fun. I'm an idiot. That's what I've come to accept from this. I'm an idiot. That was a horrible experience. Don't ever do that. These things are just... so bad. Wow. Well, yes. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my miseries, because I sure didn't. If you would like to see a gun tier list, let me know. If you'd like to see the Vanaduke speedrun explained, because it's been 3 years, I'll share our secrets, let me know. And if you'd like to see neither of those, well, tell me if you've got some other kind of ideas, because I am drawing blanks otherwise. But yes, let's just see what the loot was real quick, and then I'll shut this down. Boom. 42 radiants, actually quite a lot for Ice Queen. Not that I need them, I have like 6,000, but... good stuff. Alright, take care all of you.